All right, you might be asking yourself, why is Charlie laying on the ground? Well, one, it's because I want to talk about tires and air pressure, and two, show off a tool that I found that's pretty cool. So if you're tired of waiting in line at the tire shops to get air, or spending money putting them in those air dispensers at the gas stations, this is a tool that I recommend. It doesn't give you anything you don't need, so you're not getting this huge jump starter / tire inflator thing. You're just getting this small guy right here, and it's really simple to use. You charge it like you do a cell phone with a USB cord and charger, and no wires, no plugs. So you just hit the button, you turn it on, and you could see that it sets to a certain pressure. So right now it's set to 35, which is perfect because that's what I want to air my tire up to. There's no long cords that you have to hook up to it. Cord pulls out just like this. Then you just simply thread it onto your tire, just like this. And then you hit the power button again. And it's going to air it up. All right, so it took about 1 minute and 40 seconds for this to go from 28 PSI to 35 PSI, which is pretty good considering how small it is. But that smallness is another reason I like it. This can go in my glove compartment, it can go under my seat. I don't have to dig out air compressors from home or do the other things I talked about. And the other cool feature that you get with this tool is that it also comes with a flashlight. So if you're trying to do this in the dark, there is a light feature on here that will help illuminate this and help you see what you're doing. But you can have it available in the car all the time. And yeah, I really like this thing. It's a pretty cool tool. Just gotta make sure if you do get it and you put it in your car, in your glove compartment or under your seat or something like that, don't forget that it's like a cell phone or anything else. You need to plug it in. So every once in a while, like maybe once a month on your way to work, plug it in. Instead of charging your phone, charge this guy. Perfect, right? So the other thing I wanted to point out, I wanted to take this opportunity not just to talk about this guy, but talk about tire pressures. If you have an overinflated tire, then it's going to cause irregular wear and it's going to cause a loss of traction. If you have an underinflated tire, you might get more traction, but you're going to have rapid tire wear and poor fuel economy. So having the right tire pressure is really important. What happens to me here in Arizona is I can have right tire pressure for months. When we have months on months on months of 100+ degrees, the tire pressure is fine. But then as soon as we hit January or February, every year my tire pressure light comes on. And it's because when the temperature gets colder, air contracts. When it's hot, it expands. So when you've got hot weather, the air that's in your tire is expanding, creating more pressure on the surfaces inside the tire. But then when the temperature gets cold and that air contracts, that's why your tire pressure light comes on suddenly, even though you don't have an air leak. So that's just FYI for people who didn't already know that, although I imagine a lot of you probably already did. All right, so please check it out. Check out the other items in my showcase that make life easier for car owners and mechanics alike. Thank you. Bye.